Hey guys, welcome back. It's The Last Viking TV. Today we're going over the coronavirus disease of 2019 and all of its contents, what it's currently doing right now in the world, the WHO organization agency, that is the global response to the coronavirus, and breaking news also as well. So before we jump right into it, please make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We're going to go ahead and show you how to subscribe. Right below a video like this, there would be a little subscribe button that would be showing up right around here. It would say subscribe. So you want to go ahead and click on that subscribe button, give a thumbs up, and share. Let's get right into it. All right. So the coronavirus. A lot of you guys have heard about it. A lot of you guys have not heard about it, and we're gonna educate you pretty much about the coronavirus. What is the coronavirus and how does it spread? What you should know: how the COVID-19 spreads person to person. The virus is thought to spread mainly from person to person between people who are in close contact with one another within about 6 feet. Through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of the people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Can someone spread the virus without being sick? Yes. People are thought to be most contagious when they are most symptomatic, the sickest. Some spread might be possible before people show symptoms. There have been reports of this occurring with new coronavirus patients, but this is not thought to be the main way the virus spreads. Spread from contact with infected surfaces or objects. It may be possible that a person can get the COVID-19 by touching a surface or objects that have the virus on it, then touching their own mouth, nose, or possibly their eyes. But this is not thought to be the main way the virus spreads. How easily the virus spreads from person to person can vary. Some viruses are highly contagious and spread easily, like the measles, while other viruses do not spread as easily. Another factor is whether the spread is sustained, spreading continually without stopping. The virus that causes the COVID-19 seems to be spreading easily and sustainably in the community, or community spread, in some affected geographic areas. Now, the situation in the U.S., here in the United States, is important because imported cases of COVID-19 in travelers have been detected in the U.S. Person-to-person spread of the COVID-19 was first reported among close contacts of returned travelers from Wuhan. During the week of February 23rd, CDC reported community spread of the virus that caused the COVID-19 in California in 2 places. Oregon and Washington community spread in Washington result in the first death in the United States of COVID-19, as well as the first reported case of COVID-19 in healthcare workers, and the first potential outbreak in a long-term care facility. So, nursing homes, pretty much where the virus is going to be spreading at. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a Last Viking TV T-shirt, and yeah, we got some on hold for some future subscribers later on. Might be holding some content contests. So, knowing that the COVID-19 was obviously here in the United States, this was an article that was put out with the first death in the United States from Washington. There are now currently 10, not 1, but 10 confirmed deaths just in Washington state alone due to this COVID-19. Going back to my previous video that I had previously posted, let's go ahead and watch it. This is a nurse who was actively working in a facility in Wuhan, and she had a lot of information from doctors and really what was going on, and facts that the Chinese government was not telling the rest of the world. So here she is. She is known as the whistleblower, unidentified. So here we go. Let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say. I'll start the video now. Let me see here.
我是金慧，我目前还在武汉汉口。
Actually, hold on one second. Let me fix this a little bit. All right, we're back. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I got this all on
To get
screen.
back a
So
little bit, just subscribe. Thanks. And here's the video clip.
各位长辈们，
she says, from all around the world, I am 00. Her name is blank. I'm currently in Hubei, where the Wuhan coronavirus occurred.
我
I am here to tell you, or tell the whole world
向
the
大家
truth.
汇报一下，目前我们
Currently,
中
there are
国
90,000 people infected
城市全国的疫情情况。现在
in all of China, including Hubei province, that is in Wuhan.
这个病毒的
How much do you know about the new coronavirus? Let's say a person is infected
如果说他们
and we
有
fail to
有效
quarantine
的话
that person.
或者说
And if we
有效
fail
的
to
治疗的
provide
话
treatment properly,
它会传染到
one
身边的
infected person
10
can
个人
spread the virus to at least 14 others. So based on that, it would infect 196 people. We are celebrating Chinese New Year right now.
天南地北的
Every Chinese in the world, in the whole region, wants to go home,
子女都往家里赶，都是为了和家
wants to
团
be
圆
with their family
在一起
and eat dinner
吃一
together.
顿团年饭。现在情况特
However,
殊
we are in a special situation. I'd like to ask everyone who is watching this video not to go outside, not to hang out or party, and not to eat out. We celebrate Chinese New Year every year.
只要
If
人
you
平
stay
安
safe and healthy,
大家
you can celebrate it again with your loved ones next year and the following year.
我现在向大家
Let me
介绍
explain
一
the
下
current
我们
medical
中国
situation of Hubei
医
province.
疗物资情况。现在
The
武
medical
汉市
system of Wuhan
整个医疗系统及湖北省的整个医疗系统都已经越
we
过了我
don't
们的
care
上
what the government says.
卫计委及各个行政部门、市政府、省政府。
I am begging you through social media, everyone please donate masks, glasses, and clothes.
物资募捐，这个物资
Please help us. Please donate disposable gloves, goggles, masks, and
带的
clothes.
护目镜，带的一次性的口罩，带的一次性的手套，身上穿的这个隔离衣，甚至是隔离裤，
Currently, we are running out of resources.
特别精确。我们现在的医
All
护
doctors in every hospital, even the surgeons, are at the front line to prevent the new
现在
coronavirus.
全部都又重新上了一线。我现在想
We are all facing imminent danger.
给大家录这个录像，就是为了
I
让
want
大家
everyone who's watching this to pay attention to what I'm going to say. Let me tell you again.
春节放假
Please do not go outside during the Chinese New Year.
就自己在自己屋里待着，要不然
The reason why I'm working so hard is
是为了
because
什么？我就是为了让我的爸
I want my mom and all my family to be healthy.
他们
Sorry about that.
健康。
I want my mom and all my family to be healthy.
希
I
望
hope
大
you
家
all
能够理
understand
解
everything I am saying.
我也知道，
Currently, some families, relatives, friends, and others aren't able to receive this news through media.
请
If you are
看到我
watching
这
this
个
video,
消息
please spread the word to
相
everyone
互打
around
电
you.
话相互通知。一定
We
要
must
做
be
到
aware of this issue. This is a political task.
提高认识。
Okay, let's take a look at this. This is a political task. Key word. Political task. So the government knows exactly what they're doing. They know exactly that this is spreading. Okay? She even said this is a political task. This is a biological weapon made in a laboratory. Just some people say it was 20 miles, some people say it was 10. When I look on the map, there is not one, but there's several different virology labs, and the one that I saw was actually only 2 blocks away from the actual food market. There are several food markets in that area. They've been eating these type of foods for hundreds of years. keep in mind that this has never happened until now, when they find that that particular virus also belongs and is currently contained and inside of a facility that creates and manufactures biological weapons. That seems a little bit more than a coincidence to me. So we must all be aware of this issue. This is a political task. I have gone over this video. This is one of my videos in my YouTube channel. I'm also going to cover another video in my YouTube channel, which I'll be showing you here in just a minute.
这是一个政治任务。而且报告有个
We
大家有
have
个
to let
好的
everyone know that the new coronavirus has a secondary mutation.
醒醒，
She obviously knows that there's a secondary mutation. Keep in mind, I'm going to go over that in just a minute.
也就是说，
In other words, the first generation of mutation can be cured,
我们可以
but
对症治疗。
the second
那么在发生第二代病例
mutation
的时候，这是要命的。
really horrible things will happen.
那它的感染几率
It will not only spread to one person, but it will spread to at least another 10 people around them.
那么它的
In that
爆
case,
发
the new
性
coronavirus will spread so rapidly.
望大家一定要牢
I kindly ask you once more, please do not go outside and do not eat outside.
不要传。
Okay, so now going back to my next video, which is, this is my channel, thanks. And then going back to, oh boy. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go here. So in this video, I am talking about.
Fact. They really talk about his travel. I don't know why that.
Right here, I'm talking about China appoints its top military biowarfare expert to take over a secretive virus lab in Wuhan, sparking conspiracy theories that the coronavirus outbreak is linked to Beijing's army. Exactly. I previously made this other video here, and if you've not had a chance, please go back and check it out. It's called China Created Coronavirus Wuhan 400 and Gorky 400. Gorky 400, what is that? Go and check it out. Got about 2,000 views on that one. So yeah, go and check that out. A lot of informative information there. The transmission of the corona disease outbreak. We got a shortage of personal protective equipment for endangering health workers worldwide. The WHO Director General opening remarks at the mission briefing on the COVID-19. We're going to get into that one. The WHO team arrives in Tehran, Iran. Tehran is the capital of Iran, to support the COVID-19 response there in Iran. There has been about $80 billion globally collected for the fight of this COVID-19 coronavirus. The California officials announced its first death in the state of California. So yeah, majority of these people that are dying currently have pre-existing health conditions. So the response to, people are not dying that are healthy and eating healthy and are younger, healthy individuals. These right here are more of the elderly and already underlying health issues, or the already sick. So yeah, making sure that you're covered up, covering your at least wearing a mask out in public would kind of help a little bit, but not really as much as you're supposed to. Really, you're supposed to be wearing goggles and masks and not using public bathrooms. I'll get into that in just a minute here. Let's see. In Bangkok, the latest of the virus outbreak, all-time local, 3:20 a.m., Washington State has reported a 10th death from the new coronavirus, and California announces its first death. So Washington State has 10 people that died, and California announced its first death. Health officials in Northern California say the elderly person who had other health conditions died Wednesday at a hospital in Roseville where they were in isolation. One of my commenters, when I go to look at my comments, I see some commenters that were asking, has anybody ever died from this virus? Well, yes, they have. And to directly answer their question and to give them kind of a closure to this, we're going to look at some of their questions. So one of the questions was, here we go. Wait until it loads. It takes a while for it to load. Here we go. Has the coronavirus killed even... Sorry, here we go. Has the coronavirus even killed one person? I realize it's running some people's minds in fear, but who has actually died from this fear campaign? Corona beer kills 100% more people than coronavirus on any given year. It's really hundreds or thousands to zero. The side effects of the coronavirus seem to be that some people close their eyes and choose to willingly inject toxin vaccines into them and their family. That includes ingredients like MRC5 and WI8. That sounds like some pretty technical information and definitely worth a look into to find out what are those side effects of those type of chemicals, which were made from using murdered babies, the bodies of children who were supposed to be protected, but were instead destroyed by some very wicked people. Matthew 18:6, quoting the Bible, these people will go to hell forever if they don't repent and turn away from their sins. Follow Jesus and fear not the media, fear campaigns, but fear God only. Jesus bless you and your family. So, I told him I would be answering his question in the next video. Hey, The Last Viking TV. Hey, man, sounds good. Looking forward to hearing what you think. Have a beautiful day today. Keep Jesus Christ closest to your mind and soul. He is everything we could ever need. Glory to him. Jesus bless you. So, the transmission of the diseases, again, Washington State reports its 10th death, and California has its first death. The biological warfare. Now, keep in mind, this was created in a biological warfare in a facility called Wuhan Virology. So now if I go to Wuhan Virology, it will show me some images, and well, actually there's some more stuff to it rather than, sorry, I don't know what that is. Virology lab. Bing does not give you the information you need. So let's go here, Wuhan Virology. Okay, so now Google is the place to go. So here we go. Here we got, I don't know why that's like that, but anyway, so Kenyan hero helping contain virus in China at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. So now if we go to Google Maps, we can also see that in the maps, we're going to go right to the institute of where this place is at. So here we go. The district is there we go. Here we go. So this is the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Okay, now you go just a couple blocks up here and you're going to see a restaurant, Hubei China Youth Hostel, the Huxian. They have a restaurant, Asian restaurant, and this is really not too far. It's just a couple roads on over. They got the Bank of China right there, but right over here they also have the Axian Snack, the Badyun Korean food there. They got the Meijia, and they got like 4 restaurants here. They got a restaurant over here, which is just down the street, which is at Li Jiangju. So you see how close this is? This red dot here, it's just next door neighbors. So let's go to this restaurant and click on it and see what happens. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and check this place out. So Hangshan Side Road, Wushang District in Wuhan, Hubei Province, China. It says the virus originated from the lab next door. Google can disable ratings for that lab 1 million times. It still won't change the fact. Man, look at that. This is a comment, a review. Keep in mind, look how close. Look how close these two places are. Wuhan Virology. Okay, this is where the virus was created. This is the restaurant that people were getting sick at. The person ate here, and as he ate here, he goes down the street, coughs on a bunch of people, gets everyone else sick. You get it? Are you following along? Let me redo that again here. So, this is where the virus was created. This is where the first patient that got infected ate at, just right next door to each other. Right next door. I guarantee you, this facility obviously has water in it that drains out of a system, goes back into a pipe. You know, it's in the water, it's in the food, it's in whatever they're eating. Obviously, the scientists are leaving the facility, going next door to grab a bite to eat, right? Infecting those people. Those people go down the street here and buy groceries or meat at this wet market, infects everyone there. Those people start to infect those people, and those people start to infect those people, and those people start to infect those people, and soon enough, you have a Providence pandemic. Okay? I hope that kind of clears it up, but this is the proof that the Wuhan virus started here. Right next door, restaurant there. Okay? One of the reviews says from Mimun Baraka, the virus originated from the lab next door. Google can disable ratings for that lab 1 million times. It still won't change that fact. Next one, NYC Boss, translated by Google. The virus is said to have leaked from the laboratory next door. Yes, this is exactly what I've been saying for a long time. This is a biological weapon. Let's get down to it. What is biological warfare? Okay, let me check my time here. Okay, I gotta get going. But biological warfare, also known as germ warfare, is the use of biological toxins or the infectious agents such as bacteria, viruses, insects, and fungi, with the intent to kill or incapacitate humans, animals, or plants as an act of war. Okay, biological threat agents or bioagents are living organisms or replicating entities, viruses, which are not universally considered alive. Entomological insects warfare is a subtype of BW, biological war. Biological warfare is distinct from nuclear war and chemical war, which together with biological warfare make up in BC the military initialism for nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare using weapons of mass destruction, WMDs. None of these are considered conventional weapons, which are deployed primarily for the use of explosive, kinetic, or incendiary potential. Biological weapons may be employed in various ways to gain strategic or tactical advantages over the enemy. either by threats or by actual deployments. Like some chemical weapons, biological weapons may also be useful as area denial weapons. Keep in mind, prior to the Chinese government releasing this biological weapon, prior to this, the U.S. government had actually done a lot of trade, had like a trade war, a trade battle between the Trump organization or Trump campaign and the Chinese government. There was a lot of trade tariffs going on. Chinese government obviously had a bad taste in their mouth, said, you know what, they want to play hardball, we can play hardball, and hey, here you go, right? So we're going to send everyone that comes to China for our Chinese New Year right on Chinese New Year Day. And the Chinese government also had a tea party right next to the wet market where people were getting infected. They knew that the virus was already there. They knew that people would get infected. They wanted more people to get infected. So when everybody gets sent back home, that's why before the governor of the province of Hubei, Wuhan, China, was able to do a cease and desist order, or a quarantine lockdown in Wuhan, 5 million people had already left Wuhan, China, that were already infected. The Chinese government definitely knew about this virus previous to this because the Chinese government had already been testing the coronavirus on political prisoners, as in my previous video. I really suggest that you go and check those videos out. It is a China created the Wuhan virus, and I go over that particular statement located in a book that I discovered due to the help of some friends. So, moving on, the WHO denounces claims of potential 60% coronavirus infection rate. So, everyone is talking about the social media. Everyone is talking about staying calm and keeping our population calm. Yet, every chance we get, we seem like we want to accelerate the infodemic and not contain the epidemic, said Mike Ryan, the executive director of World Health Organization Health Emergencies Program. The Guardian published the estimate made by Gabriel Luying, the chair of public health medicine at Hong Kong University, earlier Tuesday morning. Let's be careful in throwing around figures, speculations, and scaring people. That's one thing we don't want to do, is scare people, right? Don't tell them the truth. Tell people what they want to hear. Tell people the things that don't make them scared. Tell people the things that won't make them precautious about getting infected themselves or infecting other people that they love or their children. Don't tell people that. By all means, don't tell people that. The coronavirus has infected over 42,000 people and killed at least 1,018 people. How are you not going to be affected by that? I mean, that alone. Okay, the WHO is now bowing down to sensitivists and people that are very sensitive to other people's hearing in their ears, and what they don't want to hear is scare people. Knock it off, okay? People need to hear the truth, and people need to understand that this virus is not a joke. You need to take it very seriously, or you could be also ended up infected yourself. Moving on. The coronavirus, there are two types now. As that nurse previously said, that if it mutates to the second stage, it will spread so fast and uncontrollable. It is currently in its second stage right now, saying that there are two types Chinese researchers find, while authorities say feces and urine can now transmit the infection as well. Staying out of public bathrooms is my number one request that everyone kind of do. Don't touch doorknobs, wear masks, use hand sanitizers that contain alcohol, and not just the, I think there's only one that contains ethanol or something like that, but not that one. Use the one that says alcohol. So mainland China reports 38 new deaths by Wednesday morning, a rise from the previous day's count, but new infections fall again to 119. There are approximately 1.5 million infected cases globally, 1.5 million cases and about 80 to 90,000 deaths already from the coronavirus globally. So, and yes, that includes China as well. The symptoms of the coronavirus is going to be fever, chest pain, chills, rapid heartbeat, breathing difficulties, pneumonia, kidney failure. Now, once you spread it to someone else, headache, sore throat, cough, or shortness of breath is also signs. So we've gone over all that. If this video was informative to you, please make sure that you share and subscribe to this channel, as it's only been about 30 minutes and 31 minutes. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Last Viking TV is out. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And thanks for watching. Until next time, see you on the healthy side of this virus. Again, share, share, share. Let's make this video viral. Let's get everybody informed on this type of information. And check out my other videos on my channel. I have a lot more content that I've covered. And thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.